Today is April 12th, 2025, and it is episode 541. I guess you'd know that if you clicked on the shit. And it is, let's see, 4 something. I think it's like 4:10 p.m. I don't need to specify p.m. I'm not a crazy man. I'm not waking up recording a podcast at 4 a.m. I think I have done that before, though. I'm pretty sure I did that before, let me think, before episode 1, I don't even know. Before episode 200, I'm pretty sure I woke up at 5 a.m., something around there, and just recorded how I was feeling. And yeah, I think it was that. No, it was before episode 100, actually, because it was, I don't know. Whatever. So today, I feel like I had some kind of aha moment, some kind of holy shit, And it might be pure ignorance. It might be me getting ahead of myself. It might be a lot of different things, to be honest. Also, I'm about to get in my car, so it's going to connect to Bluetooth, so it will stop the recording. So here's a heads up for that. But, I don't know if you remember, I've talked about it often, but I always bitch and moan about softwares and them just simply not being as best as they could. Now, I'm not going to do that now. I'm not going to complain about anything because I really do not want to restart blade number 2. So, let me move my mic. I'm on day 21. Lexi and I are both on day 21, which is really cool. I think she's got a tougher blade cycle this go around because she is doing cold showers. And those are so tough, dude. So I think she's got a tougher one because she's doing that stuff. But I guess it's all relative, right? What's hard for me is maybe not hard for her, and what's hard for her is maybe not hard for me. Except cold showers are definitely a bitch. But yeah, okay, so it just cut off. Knew it would. I actually can't disconnect from Bluetooth from my car. I just simply cannot disconnect. I can, but then it immediately reconnects, and that made me angry. So what I had to do was forget the Bluetooth on my phone so that my phone wouldn't know what this was, so that it wouldn't connect anymore. So I had to completely undo the Bluetooth connection on my car so that I can use my mic right now to talk. So it's much better quality, sounds better, and it's not the car Bluetooth quality, because the car Bluetooth quality is not good. And just the fact that I had to do that makes me not want to own a car, because that is very frustrating for me. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. I came to some kind of realization or conclusion, or had a little aha moment, whatever you want to call it. And I've talked about this numerous times. We're pulling an audible. We're going to a different gym. And I don't even think I have... shites. I think I need to pull over and check if I have my CAC card. Let's see if I do. If I do, then I don't need to pull over. We're good. Hold on. Let's check. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, we're good. Oh, we're golden. We did it. Okay, so anyway, fuck. I need to not record a show when I'm preoccupied with something. So anyway, this makes me feel some type of way, but I'm just going to share how I feel. So with fitness coaching, there are a lot of things that I'm not good at and that I need to get better at. There's also a lot of things that I need to do better at and learn more and try harder, for sure. And I guess I mean more so, everything. I'm a student of the game, but specifically with social media, the last 2 episodes, I've just been so frustrated with content, stuff like that, And that's frustrating for me. And just everything that I have to do or I don't know what I'm trying to get at. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of pieces of it that I don't really like. And I understand that with every business, there's going to be things that you like and things that you don't like. There's going to be a lot of things that you love, a lot of things that you don't love, so on and so forth, right? But I don't know, man. I mean, part of me feels like I'm just not trying hard enough because this is my 4th attempt, still not working. You know, I'm not trying. Whatever, because I joined one mastermind 4 years ago, same one that I'm in now. I left, and then I joined another one, left, joined a third one 2 years ago, left, joined this one last year, and I'm still in it. Haven't really used much of it. I mean, if you want to say that, you know, to be honest, it's actually been an investment. It's actually been a net positive investment because I'm getting paid from Mina, and for a while there I was getting $300 a week, and I don't know how long that was going on for, maybe 3 months, 2 months, I don't know. So $300 a week is $1,200 a month, and so that pays off a month in the CLA program, right? So when you factor in, when you total up all the amount that Mina's paid me, I've actually made money being in this thing, and I've made connections and I've learned more. So it's been a positive ROI investment, I guess, when you factor in those things. And it's been great in that regard. And so I'd like to think that if I didn't join the program, I would have had no way of linking up with Mina, and I would have had none of the experience that I've had up to this point. So even though I joined the program for X and Y, I'm not getting X and Y, I'm getting Z. And Z might be more beneficial for me long term. We'll just see what happens. So I share all this because, sorry, I just cut off again. My alarm went off, and it's a reminder for me to check my calendar. So anyway, I got to make this workout short and sweet because I got to go home and then shower and get ready for Lexi, and I'm kind of behind. And this is going to be a great example of why I'm behind today. But so again, with fitness coaching, there's a lot that I need to learn, a lot that I need to be better at. It's a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of stuff that I don't like. There's a lot of stuff that I do like. But I think overall, dude, what if I'm just in the wrong niche? What if I'm just in the wrong area? You know, what if I'm trying so hardly to make this work so that I can say that I made it work so that I don't regret it later, completely disregarding the fact that this might not be how I should be spending my time, period, end of story, objectively, and that I should be investing it into something more in alignment with what I like to do and with what I want to do long term, you know? So I love to help people, for sure. I love to, you know, make different guides, PDFs, resources for people to help them out. I fucking love that part, you know? Like when I made the blade, halfway through I was like, dude, this could help people, you know? And then I thought, okay, well, I got to start making these rules to be more applicable to people, not just me, you know? Man, I love when people slam on their brakes before they get over and turn right. That was a joke because I do not like that. Dude, so speaking of the complaining, bitching thing, I feel like if you just speak objectively, the room for complaining just kind of goes out the window. Like, what am I complaining about? I'm just stating what I do and do not like. You know, I feel like if I were to say, that guy cut me off, what a fucking bitch. Oh man, that's a piece of shit right there. I feel like that's talking shit. That's complaining, you know? But if I said, oh, he cut me off, I don't like that. It's just a matter of fact. That's what it is. It almost makes you feel like that's not even a good thing to choose for the blade because it's I don't want to say that it's easy to justify, but it's easy to justify. Or it's easy to catch yourself and then just change your tone. Maybe that's a better way to put it. But anyway, a thought that I just had was, I'll just get to the gym and I'll finish this recording and it'll be no big deal. But then I thought, no, I'm already behind. I gotta keep going. I can't stop. I gotta do my workout and get the fuck out of it. It's gotta be a 45-minute workout on the dot. I'm gonna come back home. So, interesting. But, oh, we got a like on my post. That's cool. Also, it's funny because yesterday, I'm gonna bring it back around, but yesterday I was talking about how social media was very frustrating for me and it was very hard. And I was getting discouraged with everything. And then the post that I made got 1,000 views. The average watch time was 1 second, so cool, I guess. But I thought that was ironic that I'm like, oh man, this is so hard, I'm very discouraged, and then boom, that video does quintuple what all my videos normally do, because I usually get 200 views, this one got 1,000, so anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. But anyway, let me get to steak and potatoes here, because I only got like 3 minutes left. Maybe I'll record more on the way home, probably will. But yeah, this whole fitness coaching thing, it's got a lot of pros, got a lot of cons. And I'm like, dude, what do I love doing right now? What do I, what's the thing that I just can't get enough of? And I didn't even frame it that way. I wasn't asking myself questions like that. But I'm just like, dude, what do I, half the stuff here I don't want to do, I want to make money. I want to get better at sales, for sure. I want to do all that stuff. And I think there'll come a time when I have to. And I probably should still worry about that now. But I don't know, dude. But I'm thinking along the lines of the things that are in my life right now that are very... 1 second here. Hold on. Let me check in. How's it going? Thank you. You too. And I'm thinking along the lines of things that catch my attention and that I would rather do, or things that I'm usually doing that I shouldn't be because I need to do other things. And that is, right now, that is always something to do with getting formulas ready for Excel, or calculating percentages, or trying to make different spreadsheets and all this stuff. And now a lot of it I use AI because I'm not that knowledgeable as far as formulas go and making the really, really complex shit. But if I can explain to it what I want, and then it makes it for me, and then I can then tell it what to fix, what to remove, and stuff like that, that gives me a lot of power, dude. Because that means I don't have to learn how to code to make a software, for example. I can just use AI. Now, of course, I should learn how to code, because that would make things much simpler and less frustrating and much easier later on, 100%. But I'm like, dude, hold on, let me try something out. So I went on to Neato Code, and I made an account really quick, and I was just messing around with the coding. And what I did was I took a screenshot of my Excel sheet that has my life tracker, and I thought, hey, take this, make it into a, code what you see here, code this into, or you make this using code for JavaScript or CSS or HTML or whatever the hell. Like I probably sound like an idiot to anybody who knows how to code, but, and then it did, and it made it perfectly. And there was a few errors, I had to fix it, but I fixed it. And holy shit, that Excel sheet that I made is now and can be used as software online for other people to use and to access, just like that. Bam. And I thought, dude, I love this so much. Voice cracking, nice. I'm gonna have to record after the gym. I really have to get in there and get going. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a sec. All right, we made it back. So I think it's exactly 48 minutes later. Here we are. So, what's up? Oh shit. Sorry about that if you're listening on AirPods. God damn it, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sit there and pause, sneeze, resume. You're gonna cut and then be like, sorry guys, I had to cut because I had to sneeze. Just got back, but had to cut. Whatever. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to it. So I love the formulations and the mathematical equations. I never thought I'd say that. So as a kid, I loved math. Well, I wouldn't say I loved it, but I really enjoyed it because I could do it. And once I figured out how to do it, it became a game. It was like a puzzle. And I love puzzles. I just love mind things, Like I love Rubik's Cubes. I love doing puzzles. I love Excel and the formulas. I love all these equations. I love trying to figure out algorithms. I like, to some extent, psychology and reverse engineering why people do things the way they do them and trying to figure out their intent. Just the puzzles, if you want to call it that, of different areas of life. Just love it. Just fucking love it. And I love it so much that I get lost in it every single time that I do it. And I don't mean lost as in like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I mean lost as in I want to not do anything else ever. And that's exactly why I was late to the gym today. I don't even want to say late, but that's why because I wanted to go to the gym. So I finished my outdoor workout at 12:20, and you have to wait at least 3 hours before your next one. So I was like, okay, 3:20. And 3 o'clock rolled around, and I was doing something with making this, I don't want to call it a website, but I was trying to do some code shit with AI, because I don't really know how to code. But I know how to make it do what I want, and I was actually just in the gym looking up different things that I can do. There's a biker in front of me on a freeway, on a highway. Holy smokes, brother. Anyway, so yeah, I was looking up how to do a lot of stuff while I was at the gym with ChatGPT. I'm like, what's the most overlooked thing? What should I pay attention to? What are some things that I need to avoid? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? And anyway, so that's why I was late going to the gym, is because I was trying to figure out something with making this productivity tracker. And it was like I just couldn't stop, dude. I wanted to work on it so bad. And it was just like an open loop, you know? It was like, hey, there's an error here. You're just gonna go to the gym and leave this error here. And it's like I wanted to close that loop, but it's like I was almost obsessed or addicted or whatever to that. And that's how it always is for me when I'm doing anything with Excel, with Rubik's Cubes, with puzzles. It's like I can't just go in there. It's never a chore for me to do these things. It's never fuck, I have to. It's always a, dude, I can't wait to. So much so that I purposefully don't buy puzzles anymore, because I know that's all I'll do. It's a big distraction for me. And I think maybe that's why I love Minecraft so much, is because there's so many different things you can do. You can, this sounds so fucking nerdy, but you can optimize for so much. You can make certain farms and grinders and shit like that to get the most XP, to get the most of a resource. And it becomes like, how can I absolutely dominate this world and get the most resources passively, so that I can just have the best armor, the best loot, the best enchantments, and just make it so that I run the fucking show. It's not even about building or anything like that. I love the exploration and the creativity for sure. But again, it's one of those things where I can't, it's never, like, for example, in the past when I would play that game, I would make a server with friends or whatever. I'd play with my little brother and we'd always play, but I would play 10 times more than they would, because I loved it so much. And it wasn't about playing with people. It was about, for me, it was just about just playing, dude, because I loved it so much. And so again, same thing with Rubik's Cubes. The fastest I've ever solved one is 1 minute, 3 seconds. And I don't think I've come close since. I don't even remember how to do them, but the algorithms are the same. That's the first time I ever heard algorithm, you know? That's interesting. But, you know, all these things going all the way back when, the creativity, the making something out of nothing. And then, you know, fuck, the fact that I can sell software as a subscription service or as a one-off or for free, but with ads, you know, all these different things. Dude, there is like a 6-year-old mowing the lawn right now. That is so cool, dude. Dude, whoever his dad is, that's fucking awesome. He's mowing the lawn, some public commercial area. That's so cool, dude. Love to see that. But anyway, dude, I don't even know if you can tell that I'm pumped up about this, because this is just so fucking cool to me. And so I'm sitting here like, dude, if I can make my own software, and not like am I able to, but like I will, and I can, and possess the ability to do so, and possess the resources to make it happen. And as long as I just, you know, try to learn as much as I can along the way while utilizing AI, I think that I'll get to a point where I make what they call an MVP, which is a minimum viable product, which means, for example, if I'm trying to make the next MyFitnessPal, the MVP of that, the minimum viable product of that, would be something where I can type in calories and macros and then give it a name. Though that would work. I would just type in the name, so donut, and then carbs 42, protein 1, fat 12, whatever. It's probably really accurate. And that would be it. And then from there, that's when you iterate, and that's when you make things better, and then you go on different versions and try to expand and scale all the stuff, right? So that's all I would have to do. And, you know, I guess luckily for me, there's so many different resources out there so that you can what am I trying to say? There's so many different resources out there that you can use to design software and make things look the way that you want and function the way that you want. And I would, dude, that's just so fucking cool to me. That's just so cool. I love that stuff. Love it. That also kind of plays into graphic design because I can design the little icons and logos and the little things you click and how things look. So fucking cool to me. So cool. So cool to me. Dude, so yeah, today I was just sitting there and I'm like, I even texted Mina because we were going back and forth. What I said was, hey, did a lot of people in the $1 Million Mastermind, that's what he's in. I'm like, do they all use Everfit? Or they use what other softwares do they use? Because we use Everfit. And he says, yeah, Everfit or Trainerize. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, those softwares, they're great and they work well, but I can think of 101 ways that they could be infinitely better and different things that we can incorporate to make them better. And it would be, I mean, to my ignorant ass, my naive ass, very easy to implement. You would just create a new page, add the data there, link it. I mean, again, I'm speaking from 100% ignorance, and I'm sure this is gonna be funny to listen to in the future when I'm trying to make something and I'm fucking livid. So this will be fun, but I'm fully aware. But he told me they use those, and I'm like, dude, what if I just made my own? So in my head, I'm like, okay, what if I made my own? It's gonna take a year or two, and I'll just say it's 3, I don't know. We'll just say whatever, year or 2 or 3, make my very own software, and then because I'm still in cahoots with these people, I can say, hey dude, if you're still in that mastermind, I'm gonna give you access to this software. I'll transfer over all your data to my software. I'll let you use it for free, but you need to get me people using it. And for example, Mina right now pays I think it's $312 a month for Everfit to host all the clients and stuff. So people of his level, and there's tens of thousands of people on his level for sure. Well, yeah, tens of thousands for sure. We'll just say 1,000. There's 1,000 people on his level. And let's just say that I get a lot of people who are doing the bare minimum, and let's just say that I charge $50 a month, because that's what I pay for mine right now. So $50 a month, and if I only had 1,000 users, well, let's just say 100 users. So 100 users, that's $5,000 a month. That's pretty cool, you know? And it's not about the money, because when I talk about this shit, I get fired up, and it's the fact that I'd make something and it would work and somebody could use it and benefit from it. That gets me fired up. And it's a different level of a different scope of sales and marketing and stuff like that, because I'm selling a product at that point, not a service. And I'd be selling low ticket. So if something, for example, if I made an app, that app would be, we'll just say $10, or it was like $2 a month, you know? So a lot more people would sign up for sure, but there wouldn't be no high ticket closing, wouldn't be sales calls, you know, which part of me, I feel like I don't like that. I want to be able to do sales calls. And I feel like I would like it more if I had more reps to do all this stuff, you know? And it's just funny because I look back at EOS Fitness and I'm like, dude, I took that for granted, because I made 310 calls in one day. I hold the record, still to this day, I believe, of most phone calls made a day. And to some pro salesman listening to this, you're probably like, oh, rookie numbers. But at the time, 75, or I think 70, that was the minimum. And so when I did 310, I even had my main boss say, what the fuck, you know? So I actually realized I gotta move my car. Oh shit, I gotta move my car, dude. Or maybe I should just wait until Lexi gets here and then I'll shower when she gets here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Because she's on her way. Let's see where she's at. I'll just finish this podcast real quick. She's in Farmington. Okay, well, I will just hang out for a sec, because she's going to be here any minute now. So anyway. Well, I guess let's shut the garage door for the time being. Okay. So anyway, what was I just talking about? Oh yeah, so all that, you know, if I get 100 people, $2 a month is $200 a month. I'd be more fucking hyped at the fact that someone's using my shit than the money. And the cool thing with software is that you make it once, you sell it forever, you know, that's it. Make it once. I mean, obviously you make updates, you do better, you scale, whatever you got to do to make it happen. 100%, you know. But that just interests me so much more than anything that I'm doing now, because I still get wow, I'm tired. I still get the factor of helping people and making their lives better or easier by providing some kind of product and or service. I still get to exercise my creative brain and do stuff like that. I get to use more of my creative brain, I would say, because I'm making software do certain things. Like I think that's fucking sick. I love that stuff. So much so that I get sucked into it. That's why I'm out of breath. That's why when Mina said that I'm the operations guy, I was like, holy fucking shit, this is exactly what I'm looking for. And I think that's why I got so hyped. So now that I'm doing check-ins and stuff like that, I'm a lot more disenchanted and a lot less, just disenchanted, just not really wanting to do those things, you know? And he got me, we were doing the go high level thing, and that was cool. However, I'm not making anything, I'm just like essentially plugging things in. And that's fun to an extent for me, but I'm like, it's kind of like I set this whole thing up for $1,000. Oh, by the way, he said we're not going to do that anymore, so all good. I was kind of getting discouraged anyway, because not discouraged of what the task required, but just it took longer than I thought, and I haven't worked an hour on it since I last talked about it, because I've been trying to make content, trying to do shit that I don't want to do for something I'm not even sure I want to do. So anyway, I'm gonna have to wrap this up, so I'm gonna start that right now. But the moral of the story here is I feel like, so there's the sunken cost fallacy, and I'm gonna define it really quick so I don't get it wrong. So the sunken cost fallacy is the phenomenon whereby a person is reluctant to abandon a strategy or a course of action because they have invested heavily in it, even when it is clear that abandonment would be more beneficial. So I've been doing fitness coaching I've done it since 2020, took a fat break, fell off, and I've always seen it as how I can make money and seen it as a way out of my current job, because I would rather do that. I'd rather do my own thing than work my own job, than work a 9 to 5. And so I'm like, okay, well, that's a route that I can take. And dude, there's so many signs in my past that point to the fact that I shouldn't be doing this, because I expressed in the past, I'm like, I don't really like doing this. And then people at the time have been like, well, then don't, man. If you don't like doing it, then, no sense in doing it. And then those same people, when I say, hey, I'm going to try it again, I'm going to try to make this better or whatever, it's like, oh, but I thought you said you didn't like it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I just got to try harder. And I think I'll always believe that to be the case. I honestly, truthfully believe in my heart that I'm not as big or as lean or as muscular or as strong as I could be, because I have rarely ever taken the gym serious in the sense of doing everything that I possibly can to make it happen. Because I can go to the gym and I can just half-ass stuff, but it's not, I'll know that. And the results that I get later on, I'm like, I just never really gave it my all. So that's regret right there building up, I guess, in disguise. So I shared it on my Instagram today. I was like, it's a really powerful quote, but it says the path to heaven feels like hell, or the path to hell feels like heaven, but the path to heaven feels like hell. And I'm like, oh shit. So, to get to the glory land, so to speak, we've got to do things now that feel like hell, which is all these workouts, tracking all my food and going hard and doing all this shit, right? And, maybe that's just what it is. So Lexi is here, so I gotta move my car. So I gotta wrap this up. But I'll probably talk about this more. Hold on. I'll probably talk about this more in the future. But I'm just sharing this because, dude, it just feels, that's what I was saying. The sunken cost value. So I've been doing this for a while, and I feel like because I've invested so much and I've got all the resources, I have all the reviews, I know a lot about training. It's the one thing that I know the most about. I just thought, I'll just do this. But I think all this time, it's just been me. I almost just ran over a toy helicopter from this little girl. Holy shit, that would have sucked. Little gray helicopter. Lexi's gonna hit it, because it's right there. Well, I should go out and get it, but I'm curious what she's gonna do. This will be fun. Anyway, so it's like I don't want to change course. I also have my identity wrapped in this. You know, I'm the fitness guy. I'm doing another fitness coaching thing. This is my fucking 4th or 5th go around at this. You know, and I feel like there's a lot of public shame, like, oh yeah, he quit, he gave up. But dude, if I can, quote, quit this and give up this, then if I can quit this and give up and stuff, or if, sorry, I'm distracted because this kid's in the road. He grabbed the helicopter, damn it, so never mind. If I can, quote, quit this, or quote, give up on this, and then reallocate all my energy and resources and time into something that I would rather be doing that potentially has greater payoff, but more importantly, something that I love to do, then hell yes, you know? So, and what's embarrassing is this is not the first time I've come to this conclusion. This is not the first time I made this discovery. I've had aha moments like this in the past, but I'm like, oh, I've already been a coach for a while, so I'll just keep on doing that. There's Babes right there. She would have hit the helicopter for sure. But anyway, I got to wrap this up. Lexi is now inside my garage. So this episode actually got me really pumped up. Got me feeling good because I feel like it's almost like I'm relinquishing the chains and the shackles and shit. But nothing's official yet. I'm just sharing my thoughts and just kind of sharing where I'm at with things. So you'll definitely hear more about it in the future. But until then, love you guys. Thanks so much for listening. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.
That's it for today. If you got some sort of value or you were entertained, please consider leaving a rating on the platform that you're listening on. It helps a ton. If you are looking for a more polished version of this show, you can check out the Allegiant Excellence podcast, where I go deep into mindset, discipline, fitness, and personal development as a man. And don't forget to check out the links below and read the description. There are sometimes things written there that didn't quite make it on the episode. So thank you so much for your ongoing support and a guy that has massive ambition but nothing to show for it quite yet. And as always, thank you for taking time out of your day to listen and support. I'll see you tomorrow.